Good morning, hello and Merry Christmas Eve everybody. Today I am talking about upper body mobilisation sequences that are going to help you out with a stiff sore neck, maybe upper body, maybe the shoulders at the back, at the front as well. So yes, that's what I'm going to be doing today, and it's actually going to be our final one before Christmas because it is Christmas tomorrow, and yeah, we can have a day off on Christmas, can't we? That will be nice. So this routine you can do sitting down, and you can do it standing up as well. I'm just going to say a quick good morning to everybody who's coming on because I'm about to step away from my camera, so I won't be able to see you very much there. But if you do pop on and you've got any questions while I'm doing it, then do it. And if you are here and you're watching me, then come along and do the mobilisations with me. That would be amazing. So good morning people that are just joining. If you don't know me, hi, I am Lisa. I'm a health and confidence coach, and I'm helping people get through everyday aches and pains with a little bit of movement, because the fact is that most of us don't move as much as we should do, especially now and whilst the holidays are coming in. We're all going to be sat down or having a very good merry time. So what we're going to do is practice little everyday mobilisation. So if you do follow me, I have like one for every day of the week, and today is about upper body, and I'm going to be focusing on the neck. So here we go. You can do this sitting down if you want to, but do know that if you are sitting down, that I want you to be sitting down properly, and you do that by actually applying those 5 steps to perfect form. If you don't know what they are, you're going to let me know about it and I'm going to send it to you, but we're basically going to make sure that you've got some good heels into the floor. We're going to engage the bum. We want a nice chest up and shoulders back. Always going to make sure that rib cage is over the belly button. And then when you sit down, you're actually going to make the effort to sit down on your bum rather than just slumping down onto your back. Okay, perfect. So here's what we're going to do. We're just going to start off nice and softly. And actually, I'm really pleased that we're doing upper body today because I managed to sleep on my neck funny. And it happens to all of us, but it has actually, for the last couple of days, really been annoying me. And yes, I have been doing my mobilisations, but it has helped. But sometimes it's not going to go away with just one day, and it's good to notice the soreness, to help it out a little bit, and then to look after it afterwards. So I haven't really been doing much work on my upper body with regards to exercise or anything, but here we go. So we're going to start off nice and soft, and what we're going to do is we've got those 5 things on, we've got heels into the floor, we've got a good bum, good core, chest up and shoulders back. I'm always going to check that that rib cage is over the belly button, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to have a little look with our chin down to our chest, and then when you start to feel a stretch, if you don't, that's great. But if you start to feel a stretch, that's your little cue to not force the movement any further. And then we're going to have a nice little look up to the ceiling. Perfect. And then we're going to do a nice slow one back down. We're going to do this one a few times. What I want you to notice is that if you are doing this, that your shoulders don't start to get involved in the movement, because it's not your shoulders that's moving, it's your neck. So everything else is going to stay nice and still, or we're going to have a little slow look up and a little slow look down as well. Nice. Perfect. Sometimes this can feel like this isn't really going to help out, but you will be so surprised at how these little movements work you through that mobilisation that's going to help you get rid of the pain that we've got there. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to have another look over to my left shoulder and then a little look over to my right. And again, if I feel any feedback when I start to feel the stretch, that's my cue of where I'm going to stop, because we're not trying to force movements through a stretch. We're just teasing it. We're teasing it on the point of the stretch so that you can gently extend the stretch in time. Nice. Shoulder to shoulder, nice and gentle. You see how this is quite an easy one to get done just while you're waiting. I mean, I like to do it whilst I'm waiting for the kettle to boil in the morning, because your neck is actually a really important thing to look after. It has the same kind of flexors as the hips, so the reason why sometimes you can feel back and shoulder pain is still related to the neck, so that's why it's always good to get the whole range of it in. So what I'm going to do now is my little half moons. I'm going to draw one little half circle with my chin down to my other shoulder. I'm going to do that again. Today, notice that if you've been with me the last few weeks, I may have had a lot more movement than I do today, and that's because I know that it's sore and I will not force the movement. I literally just want to give it a little bit of rotation, what I'm comfortable with. Little roll, and you will start to feel that this does become easier, looser, and more smoother as you draw your little half circles. And again, if you do have the tight back, you'll feel that your shoulders start to get involved. They'll try to hunch over, so you're just going to have a little moment to tell them that they're going back in where they're supposed to, because it's a neck movement. And then I'm going to go in and I'm going to draw those half circles again, shoulder to shoulder, up the top. Nice. I'm already starting to feel a lot nicer up there, although I know that this mobilisation is not going to completely get rid of the pain, but it is definitely going to make my day a lot more bearable. Perfect. So we've done a good neck mobilisation there. If you want to, you can also finish this off with full circles, or as much as you can. So you see I've got a good circle round here, but I'm feeling good tightness over here. So I'm not going to give it that full range because it hurts. Nice. Perfect. But with every circle that I do, I'm like, oh, there it is. I'm going to have a little pause, and then I'm going to bring it back. All good? Perfect. What we're going to do now is we're just going to help out the shoulders, because the neck is also going to have an effect on the rotation of the shoulders, which is why those shoulders love to pull forwards when we're suffering with a sore neck, which is also why sometimes you might feel it in the shoulders and mistake it for a shoulder or a backache, when it could be a little bit of neck mobilisation that you need to do. So what we're going to do here is we're going to apply those 5 things, that great engagement, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put my hands down to my side. I'm going to try and turn my thumbs out, but it's my shoulders that are making the movement, yeah? So it's my hands that are turning, but the shoulders at the top are in charge of the turn. Perfect. We're going to do that a few times. Nice. Turn it out and turn it in. Love it. Nice little shoulder mobilisation. Nice. Perfect. Great. What we're going to do now is we're just going to have a little reach up and then a little reach back, and a little reach up and a little reach back. If you feel quite free in your movements, these can be quite loose, but one thing I don't want you to do is start chucking your body into it. Yeah, it's not a body movement, just having a nice stretch up or reach up to the ceiling, and then we're going to have a reach all the way back to the wall. Yeah. Whew. Good. We'll do a few of those. Perfect. 10. Good. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to meet my hands at the middle. I'm just going to see how far my shoulders want to go back there. That feels quite good, so I'm going to do it again. This one, you can, again, be quite free in your movement, but don't start flinging your body into it. Notice that my body doesn't move. It's just my shoulders, my arms. Perfect. If you do feel like your body gets involved, then focus on pressing your feet, your heels into the floor and giving your bum and your core a little squeeze at the same time. Love it. Well, I feel much better. 10. Perfect. What I'm going to do now is those annoying figure of eights. What we're going to do is we're going to have our thumbs up and we're going to start to draw a figure of 8 with our thumbs. Yeah, a big fat figure of 8. These can be a little bit speedier if you want them to, and as long as they do not hurt. I'm being a little bit more slow and controlled today because I'm actually looking after that soreness that I've managed to get myself through having a dodgy sleep on my neck. Love it. 10. Perfect. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to try to draw that in the opposite direction. So whatever way, if your thumbs were pointing up, you would have been drawing it this way. If you're going to draw them backwards, so then you want to draw that 8 backwards. But do not worry if they feel like they're going in the same direction to you. It's all good for that arm movement. Love it. So I can see a couple of people are popping on there, so good morning. People, well done. I hope you're enjoying these stretches. And do let me know if you have any questions. I'll be right over there in just a moment. Perfect. So what I've done there is I've given myself a little loosen up as well in the shoulders, which is also helping the neck out a little bit there as well. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring my elbows up. I'm going to not grab them, but I'm going to place my hands on them. Nice. I'm going to do a good engagement. And then what I'm going to gently do is just try to bring my, or point my elbows to the back of the room. Good. And then I want you to make sure that you've got a good engagement. We need a good rib cage over belly button here, so we don't put our back into it. We've got a nice engagement. It's just our elbows that we're trying to reach to the back of the room. Lovely. I'm going to hold that one there for about 30 seconds. Perfect. Don't know how long 30 seconds is. We'll see, won't we? Perfect. Make sure you've got a good engagement, that you're feeling a nice stretch here. Lovely. And then we're just going to finish on 2 more. We're going to, again, you could be sitting down for this. This is great. The whole mobilisation is great. You probably wouldn't be able to get those arm swings in, but the whole of the upper body bit is great. So what we're going to do here is do a good engagement again. Now, this is one that the shoulders love to get involved with, but they're not allowed to. You're going to do your ear down to your shoulder, and then I want you to have a gentle look up at the ceiling. And we're going to hold this one again. We're going to hold that for about 30 seconds. Nice. Perfect. Woo. And then we're going to do the other side just to finish it off. So we're going to make sure you've got a good engagement. Chest is back, shoulders out, chest out, shoulders back. Then you're going to do your little ear down to your shoulder. And then you're going to have a little look up at the ceiling. And we're going to hold that there for as long, about 30 seconds. I think I was a bit quick to change. Nice. Perfect. Just going to hold that there. Woo. And there we go. And I have to say, although I know that that is still there, actually this morning I was with a client and I couldn't help her do her press ups. Usually I help her, and I'll get in and do it for moral support, but it wasn't happening for me today. But I feel so much better doing that. So I hope that you guys have been doing it, and I hope that you felt the difference for yourself, especially if you woke up with a bit of a dodgy neck this morning. How is everybody here? Are we all having a good day? All looking forward to tomorrow? Everybody loves a Christmas day, don't they? Yes, they do. Morning, good morning. Perfect. So, tell me guys, how did you find that? Have you been enjoying these little mobilisations? And also, is there anything that you would like me to start doing for you for the new year? Please send me little messages. You can PM me or you can comment and I will get back to you. And always, if you find this stuff useful, please send it on, share it on, because we all know that if you have found a difference in it, then you probably do know people that would also be interested or would find this stuff great for them. Perfect. Love it. Who's ready for Christmas? Who's still like panicking, thinking, oh my god, I hope that order turns up in time. Love it. Well, thank you all so much for being here. I've loved that you've all been with me the last few weeks, and I hope that you all have a very, very, very Merry Christmas. I'm not going to be here tomorrow to talk about my special topic because it is Christmas, and I doubt any of you will want to see me then. So, have an amazing day, have an amazing holiday, you have a fabulous Christmas, and hi Johnny, how you doing? Are you doing my stretches over there? Johnny always makes me so jealous because he made a massive move to Thailand and he always puts these stunning pictures up everywhere. Perfect. And good love to you as well. Very Merry Christmas. I hope you enjoy it. It's going to definitely be warmer than here, mate. Okay, my lovely people. Merry Christmas. I hope you enjoyed it. And yes, I shall see you probably in a few days. Merry Christmas. Very Merry Christmas. Thank you all for popping on. Love you all. Have a great day. Have a great Christmas. And I shall see you soon.